So I just wanted to give y'all a little update on my running. So generally what I had been doing was I like to break my runs up into 2 runs per day. And I get a couple of miles in the morning, a couple of miles in the evening, afternoon, or around in there. So I had been running just over a 10-minute mile. And so I would generally be going about 25 minutes for each of the runs. And so I would get somewhere around 2.5 miles, somewhere around 25 minutes. But then I started noticing that my paces started suffering. So instead of just over that 10-minute mile or whatever, it started being more like 11.5-minute mile or closer to 12-minute mile or something around in there. And so it started happening consistently. And that was really frustrating. But I was like, what's going on? What? And I started thinking about it, and I was realizing I am feeling pretty tired. And there's a lot going on in my life right now, and a lot of changes and stuff like that going on right now. So there's a lot of outside stress, other kinds of stress, which is another point. If there's a lot of other stress in your life, it's okay to dial back on your exercise. Your exercising doesn't have to be so intense, and maybe it shouldn't be so intense. But I was like, I think I'm just gonna dial back a little bit. So what I've been doing for the past few weeks, is I've cut it back to just 20 minutes instead of the 25. So it's not a whole lot. So, and that's another, you don't necessarily, if you're going to dial back a little bit, especially when you start out dialing back, you don't necessarily have to go wild with it. Start just a little bit and see how that goes. So that's what I did. And so the past several weeks I've just been doing 20 minutes instead of 25, just around 2 miles instead of 2.5, and taking that extra few minutes and giving that to a little bit more focus on more recovery type work. And that's another important note, is don't just rest. There are things that you can do to help speed recovery and help get better recovery than just not doing anything. So that's what I've been doing, taking the extra few minutes to focus more on recovery type work, like stretching, tai chi, foam rolling, things like that, to take a few extra minutes, do it each day, doing that kind of stuff, to help a little bit there. And so that's been a few weeks now, and I have noticed my paces have improved again, so that's helped there, and I do feel better. So I'm happy about that. So that's an important note, is to sometimes you have to just dial back a little bit, and you have to listen to your body, and you have to think about those kinds of things of, am I feeling tired? Am I feeling too worn out? Am I feeling too sore? And if you have to, don't be afraid to dial back a little bit, and get that recovery time and that rest time and stuff like that, because it is really easy to overtrain or under recover, and that's not a place you want to be in, because you don't want to tear yourself up and you don't want to hurt yourself. So I just thought I'd tell y'all that little story, and remind y'all about the importance of rest and recovery, and how that's just as important as working hard. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe and ring that bell icon so you don't miss the next video. And remember, train hard and stay inspired, and I'll see you next time.